Gas right now costs like $5,000 a fill-up. It's insane, all right? So who has any extra money for video games? Like, life is expensive and it feels like it's more expensive than ever. Inflation, boom. Gas prices, boom. Games, ooh, there is a solution. Now you're probably saving for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Pokemon Scarlet, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Right now though, I've got a solution for you. Nintendo Switch has awesome free games, new free games, and they're pretty cool. And this is such a nice trend in this generation that you can get good games for $0. I mean, that is such an awesome feeling when you can go on the eShop, grab something, and it's not just like, this is a tiny little whatever thing. It's, I don't know, it's like a Microsoft Word simulator or a clock. No, these are like actual quality games, and I've put 2 through the paces, and I'm gonna be the barometer for you, all right? I'm gonna help you figure out which one is for you. So make sure to hit that like button if you guys love getting your Switch games for free. Who doesn't? It's fantastic. And let me know in the comments down below which one of these you think you're gonna download, or if you're gonna grab both, because you can. They're both free. Oh, and I got one more free thing for you. All right, while you're going and paying $6.50 a freaking gallon, grab Disney Emoji Blitz, because it is a free and very fun match 3 puzzler with a whole lot of strategy and just so many Disney, Star Wars, and Pixar characters. Plus, let's sweeten the deal, more free stuff, all right? I'm doing a sweepstakes for 3 Amazon gift cards so you can get some extra free money and buy whatever you want. All you gotta do is click the link in the description down below to download the game. Reach level 10. And let me tell you, like level 10, that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then send me a picture of your progress and boom, you're entered to win. Plus, every time you click the link and download the game, it helps support the channel so we both winning for free. And here we go. Number 1 is Yugioh Master Duel. Now, I was blown away to see this game has picked up 20 million players, and man, does it show. All right, you can find a game within 3 seconds flat. Matchmaking here might as well be called like hyper matchmaking, because you're in a game within 1, 2, or 3 seconds. Every time I tried to play, morning, noon, or night, I was in. All right, Yu-Gi-Oh is something from my childhood. Me and my brother would play the card game, but I will say the card game has bloomed into something far more complex. All right, there is a lot going on, and I've seen people say that this is difficult to get in for newcomers. There is a concise tutorial that gives you the basics, but if you want to battle it out, you're going to have to spend time to build up your deck. Now, the whole system here is fun and free, and it seems like they're pretty generous with the currency. I could get a bunch of packs, you get points for playing. I did not feel pressured to microtransaction my way into it, which is always a awesome sign. The game looks pretty cool, but performance isn't the best. There's a decent amount of lag, and for a card game, you're kind of like, why couldn't they optimize this a bit better? Although for me, it didn't really impact my play experience, because you are kind of slowly going through and assessing your options, figuring out what you want to play. So the fast-paced need just ain't really there in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I had a ton of fun in my initial battles where I felt like my rookie ranking was matching up with other rookies, and we had very fair, even battles. But then things got a bit bonkers, and I started getting beaten in 1 turn flat. All right, and I learned that this game does require an investment, not of money, but of time. If you want to really take your talents to a level where you can compete with the online user base, you're going to have to practice, you're going to have to deck build, and you're going to have to learn about a lot of these different types of monsters that the game doesn't tell you much about. All right, the way the battles play out and the way that they have the information there is really nice, but that is expecting that you already have a baseline knowledge of how this all goes. And frankly, the tutorial is not deep enough. They need to introduce more in terms of single player tutorial-based content, maybe even like a story mode where you can play through and build your knowledge as you go match duel to duel. Now, I will say, if you have a friend who's interested, a friend with a Switch who wants to download this, then things become much easier, okay? Because you guys can battle against each other with basic decks and be totally cool. You'll be totally fine, because the system, the interface, it all works really well. And I think it's a fun card game that doesn't have like too much crazy complexity until it does. But you can start with basic decks and you don't even have to interact with that stuff if you don't want to. All of a sudden there's like Ixie monsters and Link monsters and side decks, and I was like, this is not my childhood Yu-Gi-Oh! All in all, I feel like the package is very sound and it's very good value for $0. They could easily charge 20 bucks for this and gotten away with it, and nobody would have batted an eye. And they do have boxes and packs that you can pick up for pay, but they don't feel necessary. At the same time, the game does really have a depth and a complexity, and there's kind of like a bubbling lava feel to it, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get sucked up, so I either get sucked in and spend the time, or I'm gonna get kicked out. So new players may not find this all that friendly, but I think it's absolutely worth a download and a try if you're into card game type stuff, whether you're a fan of Yami Yugi or Seto Kaiba, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician Girl. This still is a really nice card game, a great implementation, and despite the performance flaws, a really fun time on Switch until you get to those tough duels where they wipe the field in one freaking turn. Now, let's move to game number 2, which actually has a $0 version of a $50 game. And that is the recently released Chocobo GP. So this is a brand spanking new game that has a free version, which I've always found freaking sweet. I mean, who doesn't like free stuff? And in this one, it's done very interestingly. All right, so there's two sort of pillars that we need to discuss here. One, what you're getting for free, and two, the game itself. Let's start off with what you get for free, which is access to the Chocobo GP mode. Now, this is a 64-player tournament, which starts off with 8-player races, top 4 advance to 32, top 4 advance to 16, top 4 advance to 8, and then duke it out for ultimate first place. You have access to 3 characters, but all the tracks that are available in the game, of which there aren't a ton, so you are gonna get quite a bit of repetition. So basically, it's like one mode of online races, and you have 3 characters to go for $0. And then at any time, they're very encouraging of you spending to take things to the $50 full price value. If you want to change your character's color scheme, boom, please buy it. If you want to actually have a different character, boom, please buy it. If you want to use your currency that you saved up for buying something, boom, please buy it. Now, if someone does have a copy of the game locally, you can kind of piggyback off them and play with their copy and your free version. So that is pretty neat. But provided you don't have a friend, I had a good time with this. Now, I had a good time in a way that I would never buy the full version. That sounds bad, but here's the gist of it. All right, Chocobo GP is a fine racer. It is totally competent, and the actual controls, they don't feel that bad. I would set this a couple tiers below Mario Kart 8, and then a tier below Crash Team Racing. It slots in nicely underneath. It doesn't feel awful, but there's absolutely some awkwardness with certain animations, and sometimes it feels like you are just kind of moving side to side, like they don't have the exact weight of the vehicles and just sort of the like oomph of things down in the way that Mario Kart does. The drifting feels good, the steering feels pretty solid, and I had a lot of fun. You can be a heavy character, a light character. They give you decent variety in your 3 racers. The graphics though, this does look like it was meant to be a mobile game or something. There are interesting power-ups that all come from the Square Enix universe, like Final Fantasy type things, and you do get to see racers like Cloud and Squall rushing around trying to beat your butt. But I don't think that this is worth a $50 pickup. I think it's a really fun, free racer. If you're waiting for the Mario Kart 8 DLC, you don't want to pay for Crash Team Racing, or heck, even Mario Kart itself, this is a racer that you can get in, play all the courses, play online, take your talents to the top, and you don't have to pay a penny. Yeah, you don't have a lot of characters, you can't add any sort of custom costumes, but I don't know that that would really enhance the experience. There's also the whole issue of microtransaction mania, where this game has been criticized for really trying to milk you. $50 full price game, and it still takes forever to level up, unlock, and explore, so they want you to spend. Well, the good news about the free version is you can't spend. So it just completely eliminates and lops off that whole side of the equation, which might be for the better, because now you can just enjoy the racer online. And honestly, I don't know how much else there really is, given the very condensed list of courses. And yeah, there's more characters, but at the same time, like Chocobo GP seems to be fine as a fun 15-minute free racer that you can come back to if you're bored or just looking to fill that itch in between Mario Kart 8 DLC booster packs. That makes this actually a thumbs up, despite me thinking that the full game would be a thumbs down. Very interesting and weird how that works out, but hey, I'm glad that Chocobo GP Lite is totally free, and I think you should download it. So there you have it. 2 free games that are both worth your pickup. I mean, they're absolutely worth it, but at the same time, they also are worth your time. I think you'll get some value out of both of them and enjoy them depending on what kind of player you are. And if you're a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan, Master Duel kind of has like a really long set of legs. We're talking like 8-foot legs, and then you can go and pay for gas and get to work or get to your mom's house or wherever you're trying to go because you just got Chocobo GP and you just got Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel totally for free. I'll keep you posted on more free stuff because it seems like this is not a fad but a trend. Nintendo putting a lot of good value on the platform. I mean, hey, you can get Monster Hunter Rise for free this week. That's the freaking best, and nothing has ever been better for free, but we'll keep our eyes peeled to see what's next on this front. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know which game you're gonna grab in the comments down below, and everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. I love you all so much. You are awesome, and until next time, thanks again. SwitchForce, out.